Hey there, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are surviving quarantine well. And talking with another parent, thought about making this video here about talking about procrastination and laziness with youth, with your children. And I thought it would be great just to jump right to scripture and kind of really address, I think, the core of the problem with what we face as humans. And so I jump in to Genesis chapter 3. And it says here, after the fall, after God sees that Adam and Eve have taken a bite of the fruit and they have sinned, done what he has asked them not to do, he gives them this consequence. And he says this specifically to Adam. He said, "Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat food from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you shall return." And so that's in chapter 3, verses 17 through 19. And you'll notice that verse in there at the end about that we talk about during Lent, during Ash Wednesday. But I'm going to go to the text in there because I think it's really helpful for us to see that because of sin, we work and produce and we have to do things in life. And as parents, we have to guide our children. And we know, because we've kind of had this life experience, that we have to learn a skill. We have to provide for a family, and we have to make a living and have a house and home and car insurance and food and groceries and all that kind of stuff. We know that. The thing is because of the development, I think, with teenagers, it's very immediate. And so in the moments that of not intensity and not the arguing and the complaining because it's 9 o'clock at night or whatever, and you haven't done your assignment, and what are you doing with your grades, and you don't seem to care, if we can zoom out in other times and have a dialogue and a discussion about what's the end result. Where are we heading with our lives? And sometimes our teenagers don't care. But if we can have them visualize, well, do you want to be married? What kind of job do you want to have? What kind of car do you want to have? What house do you want to live in? Not for the sense of acquisition of stuff, but where are we going in life? And then I think you tie in the spiritual of what God has gifted us with. Because at the end of the day, life is not just about making money and acquiring stuff. It's about finding, I think, peace in doing things with our gifts and abilities that bring glory and honor to Him. Now, I've been on record more than once saying that being an adult is doing what you don't want to do when you don't want to do it. And that's the discipline we want to learn and teach our children. You'll see in the back corner here, I've got my guitar. And one of the ways that I've explained this to teenagers is they've often said to me, well, when I'm older, then I'll get excited and interested in something. Or when I have a job someday, then I will work hard. And the problem is psychologically, work ethic cannot be turned on and off like a light switch. And it's very similar to anything that we do. So take something like a learned skill like playing the guitar. When I started playing the guitar back in college, learned some songs. If I would wait and not touch the guitar and want to play songs at the youth group at campfire, maybe lead worship, play a song for myself or my family, maybe be a musician, go play a bar, restaurant, some kind of place, I can't just turn it back on like that because I hadn't been playing the guitar for the last, I'm 38 and I started playing at 18, so 20 years ago. I can't just turn it on, and that's what I try to encourage youth with, and I think something that we can do is encourage our students with is that we can't turn it on and off like a switch, and so you have to develop a work ethic of telling yourself no more screen time, no more Snapchatting, cell phoning, whatever, and we have to discipline ourselves to do work. And what's frustrating is there's some youth at ages 14, 15, 12, whatever that is, that have developed that, and they're kind of wired that way, and others are not. And so we have to manage our time, we have to manage and be stewards of what God has given us. And that doesn't solve maybe the frustration you're having today as a youth or as a parent. But as we can see the bigger picture of what God has designed us to do, bring glory and honor to Him on earth as we are loved and sent, maybe that can pull us away from, this is the assignment in English for a teacher I don't even like, that I don't even want to do. That's going to be part of life. There's no perfect job, there's no perfect teacher, there's no perfect school, there's no perfect anything. Because of sin, because of the fall, we're going to have to work, and we're going to have to achieve things. But don't get caught up in money, success, and achieving things that we lose sight in bringing glory and honor to God in the things that we think, we do, and we say. And so parents, I hope this video is helpful. Maybe youth are watching this and this could be helpful for them, that you're a steward of what God has given you to in life. And I had a physics professor at Concordia, Nebraska that said it this way. He knew a bunch of us in the class were just taking it because it was part of our gen ed requirements for our undergraduate degree. And a lot of people didn't want to be in physics, but he said, you know what? He really looked back at like Colossians 3 where it says like, just work for the Lord with all your heart and soul. Just pursue the Lord, not work for the Lord, not for men. And he just really talked about how this class, we're called to be disciplined and to serve God today with this class. And it's not about liking the class, not liking the class. Is this useful, not useful? Maybe you've had a fight over or discussion about some things going on, or maybe there's just some other things going on at home with maybe the school's not providing enough stuff during this quarantine time. But I hope that we can focus to do our best, and no one's going to be perfect, and there's going to be our moments, and we're going to need a break. But can we discipline ourselves, not to do what we have to do just to do it, but to bring glory and honor to God each day of our life with the work that He's given us? That's a different approach too. Do you view what you've been given as a gift from God, or do you view it as an annoying nuisance from maybe the teacher, the school, the principal, the boss, the whatever? So a lot of information. I hope this is helpful as you guys navigate laziness, procrastination in your teacher, in your students, and maybe as an adult too, being at home and having a different schedule. So blessings on your week, and we will talk to you later.